some noise, people. Okay, is everybody here? All right. So who can say that a white boy could dance merengue? I don't know. Jesse, let's show the music, please. Give me some music, people. DJ, let's go.
Hey, el Nex, el orfanato.
I'm so excited to be here, and I want to ask the audience to pay attention, okay? When you pay attention, you actually learn something. If you are here in this room, wow, there's a lot of people here, and you have not yet write an IUL, I want you to stand up. Stand up if you didn't write an IUL yet, okay? Oh, that's a lot of people. Stay standing if you think it's difficult, if you think it's complicated. There's a lot going on in an IUL. Okay, good. Thank you for being honest. I love it. So here's the deal, guys. I need you to pay attention. I need you to take notes. Tell your neighbor, take notes. Tell your neighbor. And tell the other one, pay attention. Okay, because you have the top IUL producers in the company, and they're going to give you their best. So by the time we finish here, this is my goal. And their goals right here, that you guys walk away with 6 reasons why you should be selling IULs, and some tools, some things that you can say to close more IULs today, not tomorrow, today. So let's get started with Jesse. Jesse, introduce yourself, and what's your biggest IP month?
Hi, I'm Jesse Stamm. My biggest IP month is, what's up? Is 121,000 one month.
121,000 people, make some noise. Okay.
All IULs.
All IULs. So why do you sell IULs?
I sell IULs because I love the product and what it does for people, that it helps you not only protect your family, but it helps you actively build a legacy and leave a legacy.
Love that. Now, tell them or give them, I want them to walk away with some tangible things that they could do today, tools, lines, whatever you want to tell them today that they could take away and write more business.
So when I'm working with someone and I know that they want to use the IUL for retirement or actual cash value, not the person that's got $100 and wants to be rich next week, but somebody who actually wants to build for their future, I'll use an acronym with them. And I'll say, have you ever heard of CRY as it pertains to retirement? And they'll say, no. And that's because I made it up, so I know they're going to say no. And then I say, well, what that stands for is C is for cash value life insurance. And you want to make sure you have that as a base of your plan because you get tax-free accumulation with no risk of market loss. And then I say R is for real estate. You want to make sure you have some real estate in your life when you retire that's either paying you or saving you. And then I is for investments. And that's the thing that you're okay if you lose it in the market. Kind of like if you're in Vegas and you put it on red, you don't cry and think, oh my gosh, I'm dead. You're okay because you were fine if you lost that. And most people start with the I or only have 1 or 2 of those things. So if you don't want to cry in retirement, you need all 3, and you got to start with the cash value life insurance.
Amazing. Thank you, Jesse. Let's give it up for Jesse. Jenna, I love your hair, girl. All right, Jenna, introduce yourself. What's your biggest month or how much you did this year in IULs?
Yeah. Hey, guys. My name is Jenna Saunier. My biggest month is a little over 40. However, I did not start selling until February, and I've done over 200K on my own. I do want to say, last year I sat in this room not knowing anything about this industry whatsoever, even if I was interested in it. Honestly, Elise dragged me here. And because I went to that is why I'm able to stand up here now. And I don't have an opening or a closing line or anything like that, but I will say, I don't look at any sale as a sale. I just have conversations with people. I ask them what's important to them. I ask them who do they want to protect and who doesn't want to grow tax-free cash accumulation.
I love it. I love it. Let's go with Austin. Give it up for Jenna, please. Thank you, Jenna. Austin, same question. Introduce yourself. What's
Yes,
your
I'd love to.
biggest IP month?
My name's Austin Murata. I come from an extensive background in human biomechanics where I actually work with professional athletes. And throughout the last decade of being licensed, I'm blessed to say that I optimize the health and wealth of pros, CEOs, and high-level performers. My best IP month, I want to pivot from that for a second and explain my best month with IULs was not when I made the most, it's when I understood the most. It is a complex product. If you do not know top to bottom, you can disservice someone. And I dove deep into my self-development, my readings, my studyings, product knowledge, and that led me to having my most confident month with my most conviction, which led to my highest month, which was 254,000.
254,000. Make some noise for that. So, Austin, how do you do 254,000 in a month? Like, can you give them some idea of what lead looks like, time?
Yeah. Full transparencies, I don't buy leads. I do private consultations with high-level individuals. I used to buy leads every day of my life. I still will do that, supplement what I do, but I do private consultations. And I want to do like a little trivia question. I'm curious, what is the thief of joy? Does anyone know what that is? Comparison's the thief of joy. And when you're new, when you're crushing it, when you're excelling, you look at a leaderboard and you see people performing in ways that you're not. And then that creates jealousy. And I just want to share today that if you switch jealousy, all of those emotions, into inspiration, you're inviting your future self to a lot more success. You're paving a way to happiness. And just stop losing joy and stop comparing and understand that you should be inspired by those that are crushing it, who's up here. I'm nothing special. I just stayed with it. I'm confident. And if you stick with it, you will be confident too.
Awesome. Give it up for Austin. Awesome. All right, my buddy Juan Franco. Let's go, Juan. Give it up for Juan, people. All right, Juan, tell them your best month, who you are.
Yeah, Juan Franco. So I sold about 232,000 in target premium
In a month.
in 1 month.
232,000 in 1 month. You need to listen. Tell your neighbor, take notes. Okay,
Yeah, that's,
so tell them why you do IUL, Juan.
I think it is the change of life. I used to sell final expense mortgage protection, which is great, but because of the IUL, I have a better life now than what I had before, and I'm making more money. That's one of the things, and I help a lot of people. Like, IUL is one of the things that the rich use to save on taxes, and they used to be their own bank. Why we cannot use it ourselves? So it's like, I start using it just like the rich people do it, and it does work. You know, saves me on taxes.
So, Juan, you know, you're not like a lot of us here. You just have a little more experience than us, right? So you're not in your 20s or 40s like me. So tell us why. I mean, some people would have given up already, right? They're like, this doesn't work. Why are you still here? Why are you still selling IULs?
I feel like anyone in the room, if you haven't sold a single IUL, I challenge you to do it. It's one of the simplest products, and you can do it it's the cheapest permanent life insurance. So if you're gonna sell permanent life insurance to somebody and they qualify for an IUL, get them on an IUL. It's much cheaper than a whole life. That's what I will tell you.
Lovely. Give it up for Juan Franco. All right, Brett. Introduce yourself and your highest IP month.
Yeah, hi, my name is Brett Dunham. I come from a real estate background, and funny enough, me and Andrew Taylor actually started a lawn mowing business when we were 13, door knocking. My biggest IP month is 52,000, and I've been here about a year.
Let's go, 52. All right. So why do you do IULs? I
do IULs because, first of all, I'm very interested in it before. I like to trade. I like the stock market. I have a 401k, so I know about diversity, and so I want to spread that to people that don't have the opportunity to save for retirement or have guidance on what to do. Because we talk to a lot of people that are 60 years old that haven't saved anything, but I mean, at least they're starting then, right?
So give them 1 or 2 things that you actually use with clients that's helping you close more business.
Yeah, so usually when I start the conversation, I ask them where they're at in the process, right? So I'll ask them, Like, are you in the intro phase, or are you just getting research? I'll ask them, if we find something here today, are you ready to go? Are you ready to see if we can get you approved? So I'll time them down early, and then I like to use real life stories. So like, if you use real life stories of it benefiting people and actually telling them how it does benefit people while they're living benefits, it sticks better. I always say stats fade, stories stick. So.
I love it. Thank you so much. Give it up for Brad. Let's go with Jake. Introduce yourself and your biggest IP month.
What's up, guys? My name is Jake Wambaugh. My biggest IP month was 134,000.
134,000 people. Come on, clap for that. So why do you sell IULs?
So I think the two biggest reasons why anybody should sell IULs or build a business around IULs is persistency. So in the month of August, we did 1.4 million as a team with 91% persistency.
91% persistency. I need you to hear that clear, guys. How many of you would like to have above 85 persistency? That's why we do IULs, guys. So how do you keep that persistency going? What do you do different from everybody else?
Well, one other advantage I would say, too, is case size. So I think when bringing on new agents, in a final expense, general life, whatever it is, them needing to sell 2-3 policies a day just to breathe, right, to recover their lead spend and whatnot. With IULs, they can sell 2, 3, 5 policies a week. Case sizes are bigger, their persistency is higher. It's going to be able to allow those agents to stick around longer, especially with, like the new NLG product. It's instant decision. We have more flexibility with structuring these now and still get that instant decision. It's going to help new agents. To your point, Digna, persistency, I think why we have really good persistency, and this would be an actionable advice that I would give anybody who's selling IULs or wants to sell IULs, is we qualify the client. Okay, we know health is a part of that qualification process, but the second thing that we do really well, I think, is we train on financial suitability. So instead of throwing out a random number at a client, I remember the first IUL script I ever read, it was like, most of these people do $500 a month. So how does that sound? And some people you would alienate, right? It's totally out of their budget. So what we do is we take their income and we give them a range between 5 to 10% of that monthly income. So what that does is it takes the sales pressure out of the conversation, and now we're in a collaborative process. We're arriving at that monthly contribution amount together, rather than me telling you, hey, Digna, this is what it's going to cost you each month. We become an order taker, and I think that's why our persistency is so high.
Love it. Give it up for Jake, guys. Listen up. Give it up for all these guys here because they set in the pace for us. Guys, IUL completely changed my business. When we went all IULs, guys, we went from 1.2 million in a year to 5 million to 8 million to almost 12 millions now because of IUL. So if you're not writing IULs, I need you to find these guys. Find them and ask questions. They have a ton of things that they could tell you today, and tomorrow you can sell more IUL. So let's stand up. Everybody, stand up. Come on, stand up. And on the count of 3, we're going to say IULs. Can you with me? All right, on the count of 3, guys, help me out. 1, 2, 3. IULs. Oh, you guys are hungry. No. Okay, let's try that again. I didn't hear that. 1, 2, 3. IULs. Oh my God, okay, thank you guys, appreciate you guys. Lunch, we're gonna have somebody announce it, but you gotta be back here. Listen, who wants to get leads later? All right, so at 12:45, don't tell anybody, this is a secret, Sean is gonna be back here giving out leads. So you want leads, you be on time. Take your stuff with you because I'm telling you right now, nobody's going to protect us, so you got to take it. And be back here before 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, we have the first person here, and at 12:45, we got leads, so don't miss it. Thank you, guys.